Admittedly, this course has become longer than I had originally thought it would be, but it's because the information and the stories in here are important. To me, it's not only important to understand what you need to do, but you need to understand why it's important. When I worked in engineering, a constant struggle was getting the contractor to build things according to the specifications, and not just in the quickest and cheapest way. In more cases than not, I figured out that the people doing the actual work were simply told what to do. They weren't told why it's important or how it fit into the bigger picture. But I found that explaining the purpose behind what they were doing and why it was important led to a higher attention to detail and a higher quality of work. No one wants to do a bad job at anything that they do, but you have to understand why something's important to make it matter and care about what you're doing. That's why a lot of this course so far has focused on the information and the theory behind what we want to do. We can't simply be told what to do and expect to have the success that we're looking for. We have to understand why it's important and why it matters. If we can make something matter to us, it makes it important, and it makes it easy to behave in a way that prioritizes the action it requires. Someone doesn't earn an education by simply knowing what to study. They actually have to put in the time and the effort to learn the material. Someone doesn't realize a fitness goal by just having a great training and diet plan. They realize their goal by having the discipline to implement and stick to their plan. It's all about knowing what to do, why it matters, and doing it right. We could all know the right things to do, but without the behavior that our plans require, we will fall short. It doesn't matter how good of a plan we have, whether it's financial, education, or fitness. If we don't take the right steps and behave in the right way, it's only a matter of time before we get set off course. As investors, our success hinges on our ability to do the right things for a very long period of time. In order to do that, we not only have to know what the right things to do are, but we have to have meaning and purpose behind why we want to do them. Only then are we able to align our behavior with what matters most to us. This chapter has been all about thinking outside of the box. Similarly to the last chapter, we need to recognize our default thinking and evaluate it to see if it serves us in the way that we think it does. Instead of viewing investing as an isolated activity with a unique set of rules that defines how the rest of our world works, we need to make it relatable and simple to understand. By breaking things down into a way that's easier for us to understand, the right and wrong things to do become obvious. When we combine the behavior we need with the information we learned from the previous chapters, we not only know what to do, but we understand why it's important. That allows us to not only get started in the right direction, it also gives us the ability and the confidence to continue to head in that direction regardless of what's happening in the world around us, which ultimately ensures, beyond doubt, that we get to our desired destination.